There are several reasons why we believe this is an important and critical step in the transition plan. First of all, by vacating areas in the worship center and E-building, we are able to remodel spaces for the dedicated usage of our other ministries. Each modular is 860 square feet. Since the current classroom averages 406 square feet, these modulars are more than double our typical classroom and provide spacious alternatives for our school. This move makes good use of the Building F site and the preparatory work already done in that location. All the site work completed on that location is needed to make this move. So as a result, money spent on that location will not have been wasted. When the sanctuary complex is constructed, we can resell these modulars, and the Building F site would then become available to address other potential needs in the future. Finally, with our school ministry purchasing these modular buildings, the remaining ETV money can focus on the master site plan, land debt elimination, and the remodeling of vacated spaces. The bids we have received include outdoor walkways and bathrooms. We have been assured that if we move promptly, these modular classrooms can be in place by the fall of 2010. With these modulars, CCS will vacate the majority of the first floor space in the E-building. The first floor will be remodeled and decorated in a theme that is attractive to parents and children and suitable for a church-taught ministry. As mentioned earlier, we want new moms walking out of our nursery saying, "Wow, these people really know how to look after my child." We send that message with our child care procedures, our workers, and the environment we create in which we minister to these little ones. All three components are vital to the success of our taught ministry. Once the taught ministry relocates to the E-building, we will shift our remodeling efforts to the west wing of the A-building, which currently houses our taught ministry. We see this phase being of great benefit to our ladies' ministry, youth discipleship efforts, and covenant groups. This area will be remodeled to include, first of all, 4 living room environments ideal for covenant and other discipleship groups. A large area for our 4- and 5-year-old Sunday morning worship will be included. Thirdly, a child care area in close proximity to parents attending covenant groups. It'll have offices for our children's ministry staff. And finally, needed storage space for the children and youth ministries. Our school ministry has already vacated the 2 classroom spaces in the worship center. As you know, in August, we opened the Eastgate Cafe to facilitate fellowship and the welcoming of guests. The West Foyer classroom has been remodeled to host our creative arts team, which produces many of the videos, including this one, and graphic images we have so enjoyed in recent months. The final space in the worship center that CCS will vacate is the area behind the stage currently housing our school computer lab. They will do this in the summer of 2011. This space will be designated for worship storage and the use of our music ministry. Melinda's office will move to this location where she can play to her heart's content, conduct her mini rehearsals free from any fear of disturbing other office staff, especially the pastor. At that time, our youth director, Jason Shiver, will move into Melinda's current office, and we will turn our attention to the east wing of the A building. We plan to open up this entire space and design a gaming and social area where our youth and college students can have fun, hang out, and connect with one another and their discipleship leaders. Finally, assuming we have the money to do so, we will turn our attention to the 10.8 acres of land that we plan to use for the sanctuary complex. We would like to see this land cleared and prepared for our sports ministry to use until such time as we break ground on the sanctuary. I want to pause and reiterate that all the remodeling we do must be professionally done with a decor and an ambiance that matches the primary usage and age group that will utilize the space. The form of the various spaces must follow their primary function. Now, let's talk about how we're going to pay for all this. As mentioned earlier, bringing the modular buildings in place is key to getting the immediate relief we need. This expense will be a total of $218,000, the cost of which CCS will contribute to the effort. However, there is only one corporation in this ministry. CCS is not a separate legal entity. Therefore, the session requests that you, the congregation of Covenant Presbyterian Church, approve this loan and repayment plan. We need your approval to make this move. Frankly, everything else hinges on us freeing up the spaces currently occupied by our school, as it positions us to free our other ministries so they can grow and expand. In our opinion, this is the most economical move we can make to achieve the greatest results. You may have noticed that several of these moves are philosophically in line with ETV and the purposes for which we raise that money. Rather than sitting on the ETV money, we need to go ahead and put it to work. We propose using the remaining ETV money of $265,000 to pay off the land debt of $75,000, create a master site plan, and remodel the existing buildings to create the immediate relief we greatly need. If the church approves us moving in the direction of a sanctuary complex, we anticipate that a future capital campaign will begin, Lord willing, in 2012 or 2013 to raise funds for that phase. In the meantime, I would encourage all of us to obey God in our tithes and offerings. I firmly believe God has already provided us with the financial resources to fulfill this plan. If we will faithfully obey Him and begin to give right now as He commands, He will bless us in ways we can't begin to imagine. Leading up to the January 31st congregational meeting, we ask the following of you. First of all, attend an informational meeting on either January 23rd or January 24th that will answer the questions you submit ahead of time. Packaged with this DVD are cards you can submit to the church office or place in the offering plate. We will group these cards by topic and answer them in the informational meeting where applicable. Secondly, pray for God's wisdom and will to be done. That's our heart's desire. Thirdly, speak with any elder about questions or concerns you may have. At the January 31st congregational meeting, the session requests that you vote to, first of all, approve the big picture, overarching 10-year plan of building a sanctuary complex. Secondly, endorse the following transitional steps. First, CCS will purchase 6 modular classrooms by financing a 4-year loan for the amount of $218,000, which comes to $4,540 per month. Secondly, CCS will vacate currently occupied spaces for the benefit of other church ministries. Thirdly, ETV money will be used to pay off our current land debt of $75,000. We will develop a master site plan and remodel existing buildings to provide facility relief. I firmly believe that as we focus on winning the lost and making disciples who worship God, connect with His people, and impact His kingdom, God is going to bless Covenant both in the quality of our fruit and in the quantity. The need in Palm Bay and Melbourne for Covenant Presbyterian Church has not diminished one iota. God has blessed us with people who are creative and gifted and passionate about their areas of ministry. The session believes this plan is an important step in turning them loose to do the work of the ministry. Over the next couple of weeks, please pray. Submit any questions you would like for us to address at the informational meeting, and feel free to speak with any elder to get clarification or more information about this plan. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. May God's richest blessings be upon you, your family, and Covenant Presbyterian Church.